How are you? My name is William Santiago, and I'm with KZ Films, aka New Tank Films. I want to thank all the new subscribers that came to my page today. I'm very honored to have you here. It is so hard to get followers and subscribers on YouTube. It's a big pool, a big pot of a bunch of creators that are good, just like me, that have been doing it for a long time, a little bit more further than me as far as being on YouTube. I've been an active cinematographer, videographer, and photographer for 8 years. My original camera, when I first started, was a Blackmagic Cinema camera, 4K. Then I went to Sony FX3, then Sony A7C2, then Red Scarlet, then Canon R8, and now I finally laid comfortable with Fuji. The camera that I use currently right now is the Fuji X-H2S, and I'm very pleased with this camera. I don't have too many lens choices. Right now I'm using a 18 to 35 Sigma lens. I have a 24 to 35 Sigma lens, and various other manual lenses that I use for portrait. I'm here today to talk to the community and let them know I'm very appreciative for all of the follows, and I'm very appreciative of the comments, and I have so much more content to show you. One of the things I seen in my comment was someone made a comment and said, I never seen Fuji X-H2S look the way you make it look. I was very surprised to hear that, because I was trying so hard to make this camera look like something that I haven't seen with Fuji. Nonetheless, I love all the work that people do with their Fuji cameras. And no disrespect to the Fuji users out there, but they all kind of like look the same. Everybody kind of like has the same look. And I try to stay kind of like far from that. I try to stay away from that. I try to like push boundaries with a camera that I didn't even think that I can even do. And I'm basically doing the same triangle that you guys are doing with ISO, aperture, shutter. I think mainly my color direction is a little bit different from other people. I think I see things a little bit different when it comes to color and grain and quality. Nonetheless, that the Fuji X-H2S introduces a lot of grain, which sometimes to others and to me, sometimes myself, it's a little bit pleasing. But I don't really like dirty images. I'm not saying that grain is dirty, but in my psychosis, I feel that when I see grain, I feel that I am not in the best quality setting. And I think that stems from when I got up first. So I got my Blackmagic Cinema Camera 4K, and I was horrible at grading, and grain gave me nightmares. I always look for a very clean, to the point where you think I'm using a Sony camera, FX3, but I'm not. And I think that most of my talent kind of like comes from using Sony FX3, of the cleanness. And my sharpness does tend to lean towards my autofocus. But I am a person that always watches his meter. I always pay attention to my white balance, and I tend to break shutter rules. You know the saying: if you're in 24 frames per second or 23, you need to be in 48, 50. If you're in 60 frames per second, you need to be in 120. If you're in 120, you need to be in 240, 250. I do whatever to not mess with my ISO or even my aperture. Sometimes I break my aperture. So shutter doesn't really mean that much to me. Um, so to the people out there that that wanted to learn my process of how I use my Fuji X H2S, I will be putting up another video soon explaining my settings and how I film. So maybe you can like learn from my techniques. But please don't forget to just like and subscribe to my channel because I'm really trying to grow and I'm really trying to do different things and I'm trying to get sponsors. I contacted Fuji, see if they can sponsor me and send me a dream camera, the GFX 100 2 or S2. So I can just take my images just to the next level. I really want to make a film one day and potentially be in, film festivals. I had one documentary that I was in when I was 16, 17. It was called Rikers High. It's on Amazon Prime. As we speak, you can go watch it. It was about me when I was young and going through the jail systems, and I was a juvenile and group homes and stuff like that. I'm almost 40 years old. I have a family now, a wife. My girlfriend is actually pregnant. We don't know what it's going to be yet. Just pray that it's healthy. And I'm very wise now, and I'm very calm, and I'm very patient. And I think about things before I do things. But I'm very creative, and I don't think about that. I just do creative stuff. Whatever I feel like doing, I'm just going to do it. Whether it looks weird to you or you might not understand it or something like that. But I do this because I literally just want to inspire people so they can do this. And one day I will have a nonprofit organization where I can put these expensive camera gears in young kids' hands, that want to be videographers and cinematographers. And I can understand that their parents can't afford gear like this because some strange reason these camera companies, they make everything expensive and it's kind of like geared to like a certain demographic and market of people. If they would make it affordable, I think America can be saved. I think the ghettos and the poverties in America, if they had things that were a little bit more cheaper, they can get these things and do positive things with their life. But I'm not going to take much of your time, and I just want to just make this video and just say that I'm coming out with another video of my camera settings. I'm going to be working on a LUT pack, so you can get the same exact like look that I have, and then maybe you could tweak it even more and turn it into something else, because it's all about evolving and not gatekeeping. And the worst thing I could do is perish without giving knowledge to people out there, whoever I'm touching around the world. And I just want to say thank you to all my new subscribers. I'm very honored, and it's very, very hard for a black cinematographer to be taken serious in this field when you have mega millionaires and that they get all the attention first. So we're kind of like the bottom of the barrel, but it's okay because I'm going to work myself up and I'm going to prove myself that I am in the same league as them. And I will be doing bigger projects in the future with millionaires in Hollywood and taking pictures of some of the dope rappers and models and actresses in the whole world. I'm telling you that now. I was kind of like too focused on Instagram, putting videos on Instagram and content on Instagram because I do music myself. But I'm a very, very serious cinematographer. Like my rapping skills match my cinematography skills and audio. So I do engineering and recording. And my son is 15 years old and he's actually a coder. And I'm teaching him how to make beats, and he's very, very good at making beats already. And he already knows how to film, hold cameras, how to operate gimbals, and knows how to set exposures in cameras and everything. He's proficient already at 15. So shout out to MB. But I want to say thank you to everybody, and thank you for tuning into my channel. Don't forget to subscribe, like, Leave a comment if you feel. No pressure. And have a great night, because it's like 12 o'clock at night right now, and I'm up right now talking to a camera. But thank you, and thank you, YouTube. Good night.